Hey guys, welcome to my new movie review for Danger Close, The Battle of Long Tan. This is an Australian film and it is based on a true story between the Australians and the Vietnamese. This film came out obviously this year, 2019. It's MA 15 plus and it goes for 2 minutes shy of 2 hours. It's an action drama war movie. Now, guys, before I get into this movie, I just want to say I'm not personally a fan of war movies. I saw Dunkirk, obviously Christopher Nolan masterpiece, and it took me a while. It took me a few watches of that to really like. I'm just not a fan of war movies. Wonder Woman, it took me 4 viewings of that to actually end up loving it because I just don't like war era movies. They're just not my cup of tea. I don't know how to put it, guys. I really don't know how else to express it. It's just, yeah, not my cup of tea at all. Now, I would go into the actors of this movie, but I'm not going to bother because, one, you probably don't know many of them, and two, they're Aussie actors, and Aussie films they're just not really that recognized compared to a lot of other movies out there, unfortunately. Like, I'm happy to, but if you really want to know, go to IMDb and check it out. I'd rather just go through my thoughts on this movie and really share with you what I thought about this movie. I have to say, guys, when this movie started, for the first possibly 20 minutes, the acting was so bad that I rolled my eyes several times. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I like to get if you've followed me for any number of time, I like to tell you what I don't like about the movie first and get over and done with, and then I'll tell you all the good stuff. So just letting you know. That first opening scene, and I don't know whether it was the accent, obviously the Australian accent, or the acting. I really don't know. I'm not too sure. I couldn't pinpoint what it was that I just was like, I just didn't like it. I was just the chemistry and like there was bombs going off around them and explosions and stuff, and they just didn't seem to care. And it was like, I just was like, what is this? Like, what are you are you trying to make a point? Like, oh yeah, we're too good for this, and whatever, we're just this bomb gun. Like, it just, the attitude behind it was just crap. So that's what I didn't like about it. So the things that I absolutely loved about this movie, guys, far out. There are several scenes in this movie, literally several scenes in this movie, where I think the word's elongated. I think that's the word, elongated. So it's a elongated pause. And there's just like, the movie just goes quiet and still. And it really takes the audience in. And then something happens. And this actually happens several times in the movie. Like, literally. Every single time, without fail, that pause happened, it really drew me in even further into the body of the movie, the real suspense, the reality of what they're going through. Some of this movie does what you'd call slow motion shots, and man alive, did the slow motion shots really impact what the story was trying to tell you. And it was absolutely incredible. There's a scene in this movie, and this isn't a spoiler, it's just something that I want to tell you because it made me go, oh, like I literally just burst out. I just went, no! There's a scene in this movie, if you know anything about war, smoke is a very, very vital thing for the helicopters and stuff like that, so they know where you are, right? And my best friend, that I went to school with, he was actually in the army for 10 years. So I'm hoping that he watches it and gives his feedback on this. I really appreciate that, and give me a thumbs up. You know who you are. So they pull the pin and he throws it. And this isn't a spoiler. This is just a part of the movie that I just want to tell you about, because I thought I just was like, wow, just really grip. Well, one part anyway. He threw the smoke grenade, and it landed. But as it landed, it must have been a dud, because it went and it fizzled out. And it was in such a vital part of the movie that happened. And it was like, what happens after that, because it fizzled out, was just so... It was just like, man, that sucks. That sucks so bad. And it really, really made me, as an audience member, go, oh, no way. No way. And like, there's several parts in this movie, guys, really. There are several parts in this movie where, oh, man, you just... Wow. You just... yeah, really. You just go far out. What happened there? Like, really. The arrogance... Sorry, guys, there's a bug. I'm going to leave that in. That was weird. The arrogance of some of the general leaders. I don't know what they're called. I'm not in the army, so I'm not even going to guess what they're called. High ranked officers. I'm going to call them higher ranked officers. Made decisions, and it seemed at the time like they were really emotional decisions. But when you watch the film, it goes on, and then lower ranking people overranked or overruled their decisions in the movie, and they went, screw you, we're going in, we're in the army here, we're going to go in for our guys, we're going to, go headstrong. And man alive, there are certain scenes that happen, and it's a war movie, guys, so people are going to die, okay? Spoiler alert, people are going to die. But I want to tell you guys that there are some scenes, especially with the Australians, that you see them, and like, for example, hypothetically, a gun gets shot into a limb or something, and just the way they react to the explosion / gunshot, it's really, really effective, especially for the audience. It's amazing. There are certain scenes in this movie where the rain is just pouring and pouring and pouring, and it is it is torrential rain. I mean, it's bucketing, and I know that I'm really drawing this out, but it's intense. And then all of a sudden, the rain just stops. It's incredible. At one point, one of the characters in this movie says, I hate when it's quiet. And I understand what he's saying, because it's like the calm before the storm. And then it just blows up again. It's crazy. Guys, I honestly 100% recommend this movie. Now, I want to tell you something really random. The way I actually found out about this movie. I didn't even know this movie. I didn't even know this movie was coming until 2 days ago. Literally. It literally just dropped out of absolute nowhere. I was scrolling through Facebook, and on the event cinemas where I live, it came up, and I went to look at it, and I went, what is that? The name of the movie on the post, on Facebook, didn't even come up. They I don't know whether they forgot, or I don't even know, but it didn't even come up. And I'm like, oh, what is this? And I watched it, I'm like, wow, what is that? Oh my gosh, I didn't even know it was an Australian film, guys. I had no idea. So I saw it, and then I saw that it was on at a time that I could go see, so I went, nah, I'm going to go see this movie. And man, as I said, at the beginning, I was like, if this doesn't get good in the next 20 minutes, I'm walking out. It gets incredible. Now, I want to tell you two things that happened in this film that I was like, that sucked. I hated it so bad. I actually can't remember a time in a film that I've done this before, and if I can, I can't remember. But there was this time, I can't remember a time that I've ever done this before. I literally, genuinely felt like fast forwarding the movie because it was so crap. There is this performing artists, right? This band that comes in and they're singing for the army guys. We don't call it military over here, guys. We call it army. Just letting you know. And so they're watching this band go, right? And the army are watching this band and they're singing this song. And I literally cannot tell you how bad I wanted to skip that scene because the song sucked so bad. In my opinion, I didn't like it one bit. That happened twice, and that was the only two scenes in this whole movie that I was like, "Oh, skip! No, this is crap! No, you should have left this out." But the reason why they put it in there is because there's guy singing and a really pretty blonde. That's why they left it in there, guys. I'm gonna go into this trivia because you know how much I love trivia, and I'm gonna give you some trivia about this movie now. In February 2018, the producers called 100 to 200 Australians with combat experience in Iraq and Afghanistan as extras for this film. Travis Fimmel, which is one of the characters in this film, undertook weapons training with ex-commando and SASR soldiers in Perth prior to the filming commencing of the film. Pre-production commenced in 2008 and the script was finished in 2014. At the time, it was intended that Bruce Beresford, I think that's how his name was, to direct this film, and Sam Worthington was going to be playing the role of Major Harry Smith. Another piece of trivia, guys, is producer Martin Welsh previously actually made the documentary, the film, The Battle of Longtan, in 2006, narrated by producer Sam Worthington. Guys, thank you so much for watching this movie review. I really appreciate it. I honestly do genuinely hope that you get out and watch this movie. Danger Close, The Battle of Longtan. Thanks again, guys, for watching this. I really appreciate it. Please subscribe. Please leave a like. Please, if you have seen this movie, please comment and let me know what your thoughts are. And until my next review, I really appreciate your time. Take care.